What's up, you guys? Welcome back to SWOOD with A-Rod. Yeah, I'm back after a little hiatus, but hoping to bring you guys more videos here in the future. So yeah, let's jump into a SWOOD tip for design. So basically what we want to do, we're creating a cabinet and we have just a default cabinet. We want to drag it into our assembly and make some edits to it. Once we've made those edits, we don't want to have to go through that process again and recreate the same features. What we want to do is be able to make a copy of that and then import it into our library so we can recycle that same feature. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Over here on my right side, I'm in my SWOOD Frame Library, and I just have this basic box. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that into my assembly. So I'll right click on it, insert copy. I'll go ahead, drop it where I want it. There we go. And I'll go ahead and hit select. So my box is in there. So very basic box. I want to make some edits to this because the design parameters call for it. So basically what I'm going to do, I'll open up this assembly by itself. And here is my frame. So what I want to do, I want to remove the back because this is just a standard back panel with no connectors. I also want to add connectors on all four sides where these cabinets interact. And then I'm going to add some adjustable shelves and some edge banding. So to do that, I'll go ahead, delete. I'm deleting this back. I'm going to add my connectors in. So I'll jump over to my connectors library. I'll go ahead, insert connectors, and start importing those, making sure that they come out in the right orientation. So that one looks good, that one looks good. This one needs to be flipped, and this one also needs to be flipped. There we go. So we'll hit check. Check again. Just make sure that everything is looking correct. I basically just have a stop dado connector with some Compromat screw machining. So my connectors are all in there. Okay, great. So I'll go ahead, jump over to my SWOOD box library, and I have a back already created. So I'll go ahead and drop that into my frame. Okie dokie, frame is looking good. And maybe for this height, I'm going to add an additional stretcher. So I'm just editing my SWOOD box to do that. So now I have 4 stretchers there. And I want to add some adjustable shelves. So I also have a SWOOD box for that. So I'll insert that. I think 4 looks good here. I don't want the adjustable shelves in line with my frame itself. I want that to be held back by 1 inch. So I'll go ahead and I'll add 1 inch for that setback. Perfect. And now the only thing that I'm missing is my edge banding. So I have edge banding actually already preset on my adjustable shelves, and those are the same type of edge banding that I want to use. So I'm going to jump over to my edge band library and start dragging that on here. And I have that selected, so I'll go ahead and start adding that edge banding on all 4 sides. Confirm that. All right, and yeah, so this box is now completed. Okay, so let's say I want to create the exact same style of box right next to it. But in my SWOOD Frame library, I only have my default basic box. We could change that. So a common mistake that I see, people are like, oh yeah, I've heard about this new SWOOD feature where you can basically drag your assembly and add it to your SWOOD Frame library. And they go to click on the SWOOD frame, go to drop it in, and it's like, hey, this isn't allowing me to drop it in. Here's the catch. You have to open that assembly by itself. So open subassembly in position. And now that we're in our sub-assembly folder, I can come over, drag this into my frame library, and it's going to create a copy. So you want to immediately rename this copy. So what we'll do, oh, sorry, pressed the wrong button there. Oh no. This may or may not work, but we'll go ahead and rename the assembly. So let's go ahead and call it, let's just call it lower, and then we'll call it box, or lower cab. That works. So now I have that saved in my library here. So I'll go ahead and jump out, and I'm going to edit this panel just to make sure those changes took effect. So as you can see, now that I renamed that frame in the library, you could see that the string has now changed. So it's now left copy basic box environment with walls underscore lower underscore cab. So that is the string of text that I want to make sure is there and kind of propagate it to all the parts in my assembly, which it is. And honestly, I recommend just to keep the file names or the file paths a little bit shorter to rename all of these. And you can keep it pretty generic, like just left side, right side, top, bottom, back, you know, change the names to the parts inside these sub-assemblies. But just for this example right now, I'm not going to worry about doing that. I just want to show you guys the speed at which you can create a copy and then re-enter it into your assembly. So awesome, like I went ahead and created that. So now I have this lower cab SWOOD frame that's now added to my library. So I can insert a copy here, and I'll go ahead and drop this bad boy in. And instead of making this this taller cab, I'm going to make this a little bit shorter. I believe this is set to 60 inches and this one's 30. So I'll go ahead and make it 30 inches. I know my proportions are going to come out a little strange with these adjustable shelves. But yeah, as you can see, the new assembly that I created, or new frame that I created, is the same material, has the same connectors, the same machining. And yeah, it's basically a complete copy of this guy here that I can now drop in, and it's added to my SWOOD Frame library as so. So yeah, hopefully that will allow you guys to speed up your SWOOD design workflow. I know it's been great for me. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions, and stay tuned for the next week's video. Catch you guys later. Peace.